Welcome everybody to what is possibly the finale of Dark Souls 2. Yes, we are finishing off this game tonight unless the world explodes. Comprehensive enough for you? Sounds good to me. Yeah, last time we finished off the last of the DLCs, Ivory Crown. And now we're just in the... well, I guess the final stretch of the game. There are a few other little things here and there I can do. Surlon fights, some of the cursed co-op areas. Maybe we'll do those depending on how long this takes. Bonk. Hee. He did not run, but he exploded. Suppose I don't need those anymore. Maybe there's that guy. Lizard. Little lizard. Gotcha. A bunch of materials. How nice. Radiant Life Gem. Eggs. And dragons. That seems like a weird spot for a dragon to set up a nest. Maybe those are like the unwanted eggs. Another lizard. Gotcha. No, not the dragon. See the lizard under the wing. And I hit the one. Hit him by mistake. It's okay. Nothing a bit more brute force can't solve. I mean, following From Software game logic. Ow. What was a boss just becomes a regular enemy. Ow. In many cases, it is inadvisable to stand under an animal. Where'd you come from? Where'd you three come from? What? What? I did not realize that three of them would... no, four of them would show up. Ow. And break all my equipment. Off to a smashing start. Boltstone. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Oh, damn it, now I had to go back and fix everything. Dragon Tooth. Isn't that Havel's Club? Oh, yeah. Wait. I just want to see how it'll look. So theoretically, you could power stance these. Menacing. It actually seems like a really funny build. Power stance and great hammers. Actually, you could probably do it with the large clubs. That seems more feasible. Where's my axe? There it is. Okay, since like 4 of them showed up and decided to break everything, you have to go all the way back. Get that all fixed. Look at some lovely... I don't know, I always thought of this as like coral. Maybe it's more like a... what would you call it? Papyrus? The thing wasps use to make nests and stuff. I guess dragons produce that naturally in this universe. Who'd have thunk? Okay, routine little fix-a thingy. Oh, not reinforce. Life ring. I doubt I can reinforce any more of my armor. Oh wait, I can.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Although at this point, souls are kind of useless. No, I stand corrected. Don't remember what that area is. I think it's just a further temple area up here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live below this place. You know, for obvious reasons. It's bad enough when a pigeon shits on your car while you're cleaning it. Hey, so they were up here then. And wait. Hear you. Yee. Yeah, but after I finish this, I gotta... God damn it. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do next. God damn it. There we are. Nothing in the eggs. Couldn't even make an omelet out of that. Since this is Greed ring. Go a week barely saying anything and you forget how to speak. Happens too often. And again, it's not like I have much worth saying anyway. Not just life. And a fourth? No. Rule of 3. I get it. Already was sick of living. And really, in this position, I can't blame him. You actually do see the Dragon Airy in the Dark Souls 2 cinematic trailer. Of course, it's much different than the final product. Well, for the most part, the cinematic trailer looks like a completely different game. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing is up to your taste. Okay. Oh, that's lost forever. This must be the part of the game where the game gives you all the resources. Forgot how generous it was. Right at the end, too. Oh, there's not another one under the wings. There's actually nothing under the wings. Okay. Oh, ow. Bad. Tail swipe. Thought it was just a bite. Gonna break your kneecaps. It's gonna break my everything. There. Well, we lasted longer than 15 minutes before having to add to the death counter. It's not bad. I think my quickest record is 5 minutes. And I need to fix my gloves. Come on, get up. You can't be like me in the mornings and lay in bed for an hour, contemplating where you went wrong in life. You should know you should know the answer by now. Well then, so be it. I mean, if I kill them enough, they'll stop respawning. They don't even do any damage, they just break your equipment. There is the risk of getting knocked off, but... not all that great. Up here, sparkly. Bonked. What are you doing? Where are my souls? Sir, those are mine. Fine, I'll do it the hard way. Button. Right button. And now I shall run away. And I shall come back after running away. A false retreat, if you will. It is a move of pure tactical genius. Because if I don't know what I'm planning, then the enemy can't plan for my plan, which isn't the plan. Fancy a little pyromancy. That actually does seem like a somewhat decent tactic, all things considered. You know, if you're really out of options. Is to not make a plan. Yeah, it's kind of like a last resort, where you just kind of wing everything. Bleed stone? But how does the stone bleed? No. No. Ow. Oh, it's just... Oh, everything's broken. Hey, why are you still sparkling? It must just be his personality. charm. Break the eggs. Okay, we broke one of the eggs. But you seem perfectly okay with that. Must have been an unfavorite child. I mean, parents say they don't have a favorite. No, they definitely do. They just won't tell you. Alright, go back once again. Fix my equipment.
Oh,
Can I just carry a blacksmith with
I'll
me?
be around if
I mean, I can carry a bunch of other things around. Why not? Why not just a pocket blacksmith? But you say it might be illogical. You cannot carry around a living person in your pocket. False. This is fantasy. There's magic. I ain't gotta explain shit. Point. Oh, you dropped something. Oh. Resin. Something tells me I should be getting in... There it is. Sharon. Roof. Ah. My greatest weakness. In enclosed space. I think... Yeah, you are using one of the DLC weapons. So I guess before Sunken Crown, Sharon didn't exist. Shit. What, not even gonna emote? SMH my head. No personality. 0 to 10 invader. Needs to learn some manners. A little bit premature there. Maybe that's why his wife left him. That was a stupid statement. Yeah, not all that much. The NPC invaders do have a lot of health. Don't know if that applies to player characters, though. I would presume not. And the increase in health is more just to compensate for them being an AI. Having a brain made out of silicone and digital code. Damn it. Which is already enough of an advantage. You know, being a artificial intelligence in a game. You don't have to worry about certain things. You know, like taxes. Alright, good pathway. That doesn't lead anywhere. No, I should have watched the Dark Souls 2 cinematic trailer again. Just for all the differences in it. I do remember this being one of the areas shown. But it was more wintry, you could say. Snowy. It wasn't all bright and sunny. Actually, the feel for the cinematic trailer was vastly different. A lot more gloomy and cold. That's a good word to describe it, cold. Dragon Bone. It is very nice of them to just give you a pile of resources right at the end. They really were banking on the New Game Plus aspect. And in all fairness, there are at least a few notable differences between regular and New Game Plus. Like some of the boss fights have a few additions. Areas have a few additional enemies or enemies shuffled about. Goes all the way up to New Game Plus 3 for additional content. After that, just kind of ends up being the same old stuff. By no means a bad thing. I'd actually say Dark Souls 2 is better the second time around. Mostly because you know to a level of adaptability. You do that, you're golden. No. Welcome, West Cloud. Coming home drunk from the club and finding a DS2 stream is just peak. Good luck on my playthrough. Thanks. And hopefully your hangover isn't too bad. But we are in the final stretches of the game. And what a great and exceptionally confused game it is. Now, speaking of the trailer, there's a shot just like this. Except more dramatic. This is just kind of annoying. And Tree Man's gonna pop up here. I know that's the one spot he does it. Look at him, he's so tiny. It's not a tree, it's just a shrub. Little shrub fella.
How you grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world. Peace grants men the illusion of love. Shuttle by falsehoods they yearn for love, unaware of his grand illusion. Until the curse touches the flesh. We are bound by this yoke. As true as the dark that churns within men.
I mean, I assume that inside men would be dark. Those people don't have light in their stomach.
All men trust fully the illusion of life. But is this so wrong? A construction facade, and yet a world full of warmth and splendors. Now, hello. Are you intent on shattering the yoke? Spoiling this wonderful falsehood?
Yeah, sure.
I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now, I only wait an answer. Seek the throne. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
Man, what could lie beyond light and dark? That's actually impossible to calculate. Because without light there cannot be dark, and without dark there cannot be light. The two are same. The two are just different sides of a coin. Really, when you think of like an empty void, you think of like a usually like a black space. It has nothing in it. Because that's more the... Damn it. Because that's really the best way the human mind can comprehend the concept of nothingness. Really, if you truly want to explain the concepts of nothingness in words, it has to be something like, there is no dark because there is no light. There are no shadows because there is no light. There is no black because there is no color. It is neither hot nor cold because temperature is not a concept. Something along those lines. You can probably find a way to put it more eloquently. Oh, you got nothing to say? It truly was the purest expression of nothingness. The inner workings of my mind. But on a bump. Okay, for some reason seeing Tides of Judgment made me smile. Mask of Judgment. Oh, this is not a reskier in Spider Chapel. Also, Tides of Judgment. That sounds like something you'd hear about in like a parody of a superhero thing. Tides adore honoring an ancient goddess. Sin was said to be her domain, but the name of this goddess is long forgotten. Let us not about what purpose the tights served, only that they were worn by a person of great authority. But only someone of great authority can wear these pants. Dress codes be strict. How nice of him to bow. Not sure it was for me, though. And you're using a very similar moveset to the Heed Knights. Or Old Knights in Heed's Tower of Flame. Reskinned enemy. Easy developer. Ding ding ding. Ah. There it is. Yeah, but it's not the bell. The bell has style to it. Makes a statement. A statement that says ding or dong. Maybe bong if they're British. Faint stone. Trying to think of something about fainting and stoning. Weed joke. Great commentary. Fake wall? Maybe? No? No, it's a pathway. It all looks the same. And another Titanite slab. I need large Titanite chunks. Ow. I feel like my helmet should make a ding sound every time I get hit. Ow. Staggered. Ow. There we go. Healing really is a special ability. Directed only for the player. Now, you're not getting any funny ideas, are you? Oh, yay. Another invader. Oh, third dragon ring. I don't think I found the first or second one. Watching the final film in the trilogy. No context for the plot, just doing it anyway. Then leaving a bad review because I didn't understand what was going on. That was easy. Petrified egg. Oh, wait. Where did that end up? Scale. An unidentified petrified egg. Surely bears no life. Eggs are vessels that harbor life itself and symbolize the deeper secrets of existence. But what does a petrified egg harbor? Maybe it's like a century egg. So it's a very fancy delicacy. That's what it harbors. Century eggs even considered fancy. I don't know, I'm always a little bit off-put by them. More the idea. Can't say I tried one. Are you hostile yet? Okay. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Nothing. Ah, yes, an honorable duel on the staircase. Not flat ground. No, that would make too much sense. Then we find at the top of the staircase where nobody can see us. Okay, are they hostile yet? No, they just forgot their existence. A stare off, please laugh. Hey, I'm the only one allowed to make terrible jokes around here. Welcome to Goats in the Trench. And that's a big boy right there. Possibly the largest enemy in any Dark Souls game. For the curse of life is the curse of want. The want to not be alive. The Ashen Mist Heart. And whoever did the voice acting for this guy? Raise, instantly. No items. And yes, if you really want to, you can fight him. I don't recommend it though. He's like the optional super bonus boss. You know, one of the ones that takes about half a day to beat. Just because of how much goddamn health he has.
Until
Let's see. You got anything fancy?
you've been well.
Nope, no Titanite chunks.
No interest.
Let's see if I can upgrade anything one last time. Air reinforce. 2, 3, 2, 3, and 7. Yeah, let's go with the armor.
I'll be around.
And that's possibly the last upgrade I'll ever get. But now we have the Ashen Mist Heart. And we have to go all the way back to the beginning. Back to the first area. Because lore. I don't really mind it. It's not a bad idea in any game to make it so the player has to go back to the start. Like towards the end. Or just how it's handled, really. In this case, it's handled very well. Because they're all upgraded. And got fancy equipment. Yeah, remember the guy attacking the trees? You can now enter the trees. Because they're actually giants. Corpses, to be exact. It's a fun idea. Memory of Vimar. One cannot reside within memory for long. All will be forgotten. All will be dust.
What are you doing here?
Mercenary.
You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary.
I'm a irregular mercenary.
Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist.
I remember really liking this part. The memories of giants.
Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize.
Mm-hmm.
It was then that the golems materialized.
Mm-hmm.
The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts.
Should I be taking notes?
My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel.
They seem more like they're made out of rock.
Find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord.
Oh, I'm just remembering all the Dark Souls 2 lore.
Did you see him? That towering monster among them.
It all comes full circle.
Certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it, and I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us.
Learn gesture. Hurrah.
Be gone with you. Be gone.
Probably not the most fitting gesture to learn. Oh yeah, there's a giant. Like a half giant. Maybe quarter. Also, this guy did not skip arm day. Or shoulder day. Ow. Ow. Yeah, they hit pretty hard. This is just a fun concept for a Dark Souls area. Like, obviously the whole memory thing is just an excuse to get you there. But the way it plays out is rather unique in the series. Okay, let me walk into a tree again. Magic. Okay. Giant's mad. Oh, my lightning is finally gonna come in handy. Right at the end of the game. There's a fire seed for your pyromancers. Good there, buddy. This is like a lot of set dressing for this. An active siege in a Dark Souls game? It's absolutely wonderful for a unique setting. I don't know if Elden Ring tried anything like it. I mean, it's already pretty rare to see NPCs fighting with each other. Okay, that must be a half giant. And the smaller ones are quarter giants. Got it. Ow. Doing a bit of environmental storytelling. They're dropping poison everywhere. Got a ground screen. And there's this guy. That's not him that we need to poke. We need to poke a different corpse. Okay, Snow's bottled water. I mean, he's dead. You don't need it anymore. Yes, this one. Soul of a giant. Soul of a great hero. Yep, that's a lot of health. Don't mind me, just gonna take the exit. So that should be one of 3 that I have to collect. I already got 1. Don't remember from where, though. The next one is up and over this way. Roll. Roll. Thank you. Yeah, there's one just past the pursuer fight. Right up the staircase. Through the door. I wonder if Elden Ring ever revisit the concept of, like, an area being contested by 2 hostile factions. I think for a good setting. But I can also see it backfiring horribly. Maybe you're more like the recent aftermath of the conflict. There's just a few wanderers scavenging the corpses. That could work better. And if they just come across each other, they fight. Brutal. I can see that working a lot better. Might be fun. Might not be. I don't know, I never played Elden Ring. My computer couldn't handle it. Oh, it's no wonder they lost. Those are terrible. They do have a more human appearance compared to the Hollows. Also, just do something. Oh. I'm thinking of something else. Eh. Oh. Duh. Well, the magic locks. Mimic? Nah, should have been a mimic. Just for funny. Oh, it was trapped, I'll give you that. Thoroughly unimpressive. Thoroughly unimpressive machination of death. And that may have been just a bait and switch. NPCs using the ballistas. Actually using reasonable tactics. Or at least being portrayed as using reasonable tactics. Okay, you can stop firing now. Cease fire. Oh, he's going for it. Yeah, ain't gonna end well for him. Oh, a brave warrior. Well, now I'm right here. This might kill me. I've been wrong many times. Soul of a giant. Yeah, and surprisingly, one giant is pretty powerful. The mist hath thinned. Ballista Fort Room. Oh, this is where I started. Okay. What you looking at? So yeah, if you're ever wondering why they're attacking the trees, that's your answer. It only took until the end of the game for you to finally figure it out. And aren't those the best kinds of mysteries? The ones where you're introduced at like the very start, forget about, and then suddenly it comes roaring back and you're like, oh, that's why the thing do the thing. Eh, not really. No, those aren't my favorite either. It is a fun way to circle around. Give it that. One more around here. Honestly, you're likely to forget about the whole possibility of a giant war situation. It would seem more like a little tidbit, like a footnote. But given the grandeur and seriousness of the topic, or how prevalent it should be, it's not as seen throughout the entire game as you think it would. And that was a convoluted way of saying giant ore should have been more obvious. And this one is at peace. Good for him, I suppose. So that makes 3 Souls of Giants I have. Yeah, okay. And the last one should be the boss giant. Should be around this way. God damn it, Forlorn. I was wondering when you're gonna show up again. At least it's only one that has a sword. The scythe one is a bit more dangerous, due to the pull attack it has. And its moveset. Much more wide sweeping attacks, longer range. Just in general, more hurt. Okay, come on. A faint breeze will kill you right now. No, that's not what I meant to do. You know that one SpongeBob meme? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? That's my relationship with Forlorn. And here we are, the final steps of the game. The place unbeknownst. Yeah, fun fact. It's possible to jump from somewhere right there, there's a platform down there, and survive. Like the very start of the game. Can't remember how much health you need, though. This is all it gets you. You actually need to go through the door to, reach Giant Man. There's your speedrunner trick. Or just general trick, it's not really speedrunner specific. I'm to think, if it wasn't even really get you. Like an extra branch, some titanite. I don't know how you could, like, sequence break from there, but no, I got nothing. Oh, and just remember you're being bombarded. Yeah, I don't know who's doing the bombarding. Oh, I missed a head roll. Oh well. Presumably it's coming from those ships down there. Oh, and Giant Lord. Hi. But if you remember way back at the beginning, the very first boss you fight, it's actually this guy. Are we back? Looks like we're back. Okay. So, apparently my Wi-Fi connection thinks it's being a comedic genius by dying in the middle of a cinematic boss fight. Well, internet connection. You are not comedic. In fact, that was quite unfunny of you. Please do not do it again. I beg of thee. That really didn't miss much, it was just me killing the boss. Getting the soul of the giant. And giant's kinship, I think it is. It doesn't even have that interesting of a death animation. He just falls to his knees and disappears. Grants access to the throne room beneath the castle. Oops. There it is. The purple thing. Each king has his rightful throne, and when he sits upon it, he sees what he chooses to see. Perhaps it is a throne which shows the king only what he wants. The flames roar, but will soon begin to fade. Only a worthy heir might burnish their light. Well, is it truly a claimant a throne could desire? Well, possibly a comfier seat. You know, you're gonna be sitting in that chair a lot. Might want a cushion or something.
Bearer of until
Yeah, let's just get some more strength. I think my weapon scale's off strength. Okay, it does. See, I know the mechanics of the game. So now we can either go towards the end. There's one other little thing. Maybe two, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm gonna go pay a visit to King Vendrick. Ding ding. And unfortunately, his room is all the way at the... I thought those were hands coming out of the ceiling. No, they're upside down statues. Still bizarre, but okay. Hands would have made more sense. Hello, Vendrick. You've seen better days. Are you ready for more lore? Memory of the King.
Seeker of fire,
coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Dranglake. Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames?
Fire.
Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity. As befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne.
He's telling you to buy the DLC.
Seeker of fire, conqueror of dark. I too sought fire once. With fire, they say, a true king can harness the curse. A lie, but I knew no better. Seeker of fire, you know not the depth of dark within you. It grows deeper still, the more flame you covet. Flame, oh, flame.
Hey, it's what that other Smith said. Macbeth. Or Macduff.
Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the Abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The Abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. Fire came to be, and with it, disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not cast, but born of fire. And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader.
Mm-hmm.
Dark was seen as a shadow, and the bright inherit. Such is the.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what did I get from all that? Well, nothing really. But I just knew somewhere down the line, somebody would comment about me not talking to Vendrick. Anyway, we're gonna kill him now. Try to, at least. You got that he has a fetish for fire or something? You're only paying a minuscule amount of attention? Yeah, something like that. He has pyromania. Jesus. Really, for all the praise that Dark Souls lore gets, there comes a point where it just gets so convoluted, you stop caring. Like, trying to actually figure out what the game's about. Good luck. I hope you like reading item descriptions. I mean, I guess there is something to say about... It's about the journey, not the destination. Shit. But I've been burned a few times that, no, the destination was not worth the journey. I'll just watch a VOD video. He's practically the writer at this point. I mean, I half jokingly refer to him as the main game writer. Because Miyazaki doesn't actually have a plot or anything in mind. He leaves these little breadcrumbs and says, somebody will figure it out. They'll write the story. This is something like Bloodborne. That one's actually really straightforward. Rather refreshing. Okay, take two. Had a very difficult boss fight, just long. And he hits hard. Good, I missed. Yeah, 2 hits will kill me. Damn it. Damn it. Bad idea. Good idea. Bad idea. Everything hurts. Early. I think as long as you stay close to his left leg, you're okay. Keep circling. You're no Fume Knight, I'll tell you that. Okay, getting close to the wall. Might need to move. Also, you could try his fight without the giant souls. He has vastly more health. Like, if I only had 3, he'd have about, I think it's like 10 times the current health. It's something like that. My math is probably wrong. I mean, you can easily look it up for yourself. Shit. Yeah, twirl on me. I also don't think he's susceptible to bleed or poison. Oh, bleed's not helpful anyway. Poison does have its use. You can go through a surprising amount of the game using only poison. Damn it! I might be thinking, after all the hype up of Vendrick, or whatever hype up there was, you were probably expecting more. I can't blame you for being disappointed in this. I mean, Dark Souls 2 does suffer from that issue of pretty much any FromSoft game where you get through like the halfway point and it starts falling off. Like, it's not the game ran out of tricks. It's more that ran out of energy. It doesn't really matter. We all know not every area can be a winner. But it does feel like they tend to front load their games with all the good stuff. I feel like that kind of really comes to bite them in the ass sometimes. Like sometimes I'd say it's okay to have like a mediocre area at the beginning. Like just a bit after the beginning. Gotta manage your players' expectations. Which means strategically lowering them at key points. Game Design 101. Intentionally make mediocre things. What the hell are you doing? Oh, I got cursed. That's nice. Shit. Okay. Find a moment to heal. Little jug. Ow. Ow. So it only does a follow-up if he hits you. Maybe not. I think that's kind of why I can't go through Dark Souls 2 more easily than, say, the first one. Yeah. Like, the area quality is more up and down. Rather than up, 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 up. Oh, look, you beat Anne Orlando. Down. Lost Isolith. Looking at you. There we go, got him. I'm actually not sure what I got from that.
Dark, shadow is not, and the brighter the inherent such. Dark, shadow, and the inherent such it.
I think I might have messed something up. Oh well, we killed the king. One account of regicide made. Now there is that one spot in Shrine of Amana.
There and
Assuming I can get there. Got a bunch of souls. Yeah, I got a bunch of souls. Do I have the correct item? Giant's Kinship. Okay, last little thing I want to check. God, I do not want to be back here. Yeah, I don't want to be back here. I'm not trying to artificially inflate the death counter. I want to keep it to under 280. Bloodstain. There it is. Boink. Bonk. Ow. Damn it. Okay, we're running through everything. I thought I could fight my way through. Now we're just gonna run for it. See if there might be anything like the rusted iron ring, I believe it's called. Oh, as I don't have it. Apparently the only thing worse than a poison swamp is a magic swamp. Breathe in, breathe out. I must think of it, I never freed that MILF. I know that statement made absolutely no sense. There's a lady in a cage you can free. I've never bothered with that. Not because I forgot. No, it's definitely because I forgot. I mean, it was related to Shrine of Amana. Can you blame me? Everybody wants to forget this area. Must have killed the Dragon Rider at some point. I don't remember when I did that. Actually, I vaguely do. Okay, so that was a waste of time. We're glad we established that. Stupid convoluted lore puzzle system thing. I think that might be broken. Or that I broke. Can't say for certain.
Bearer until
Because you don't know if you found a solution, missed the solution, have the right items, and you just don't know. Or they're getting glitched on you. Grumble gripe. Okay, back to Forgotten Chamber. Wait, shit, this isn't right. Back to King's Gate. I should know because it has the word king in it. Okay. Just checking something. Hello there. Come to think of it, as soon as you get the King's Ring, can't you just come here and beat the game? Because this is the final boss area.
my journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none.
His name is Shallot.
I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended.
None of us ever do.
Fate would not be bested. And men were cursed once again.
Like we
If you proceed,
ever lifted the curse.
Nashandra will come after you. Knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
Okay, I gotta kill a lady. And I gotta kill a lady. Nothing new under the sun. Throne of Want. It symbolizes my want for a quicker access to the boss door. Although comparing to Kiln, these there aren't any enemies. Big cave. Not very striking visual either. No Beksinski-esque painting. Or really anything of note. It would not surprise me at all if this area is a bit underfinished. Or underbaked. Okay, we're off to a bad start. So here we have a fight between a strength and a dex build. And if you're wondering why I'm not trying to kill one then the other, they'll revive each other. So you gotta kill them in close time. Close together. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, the floor runs out. Of all the possible ways I could have died, it was running out of ground. It kinda hurts, really. Unless I get a chance to buff up my weapon. Oh, and Charlotte's gone. Her magical teleporting powers. I don't think I'll break 280 deaths. Even with a give or take 5 margin of error. Gotta account for those. Extra health. And you can summon some people. Hey, Bradley. I like your Bradley. And Ben Grill. Oh, Ben Sharp. Who cares about Ben Sharp? Ooh, that was good. Yeah, lightning's pretty powerful. Just keep smacking. Smacking and whacking. Okay, and that was the first. So you might be thinking, was that the end? No, it was not.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me.
Now we have Bone Wife. Brave Lord Nito. Gender flipped.
Now,
Lightning does pretty good. There we go, music finally kicked in. Well, those do sap my health. Amazing boss fight. There they are. An opening has presented itself. That opening will be my chest cavity. Mind the curse, mind the curse. Mind the life-stealing orbs. Curse doesn't matter too much. Hang on, let me fill around with my inventory. I jump. So I don't think you can be poisoned. Okay, that's the end. Or is it?
Many monarchs have come and gone. One drowned.
Surprise final boss. After the final boss.
Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here. As you do. Now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Shit, where is it? And I need to eat a weed first. Oh dear, Scholar of the First Sin. What was the first sin? He ate an apple. Might take too long. Never mind. Bitch. And no point in locking on. Unless I'm going for a range attack. Ow. Come on, I have a halberd. That's basically an axe. I actually do good against trees. That was a waste of a heal. Could use a life gem. Yeah, lightning's not great. Let's go in for his branch eyes again. Like the piano music. Not as iconic as Plim Plim Plon. But I don't think it will ever be. Don't fall off the edge again. You've already done that once. That will be embarrassing. Yep. Okay, now that's definitely the end. But is there gonna be a fourth final boss?
I'll tarry and remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
I don't know, a coal sounds pretty good right about now. Too late for that, though.
There is no path.
Please sigh 3 more times. You don't like the number being 247? Too late.
What could possibly await us? And yet we seek it insatiably. Such is our fate.
And that was Dark Souls 2, everybody. A complete mess of a game. But in like a good way. It is, I mean, I can't deny it's the black sheep of the franchise. And there are people out there who will absolutely detest the game. But considering the development cycle, what they had to live up to, they still did pretty damn good. Again, the DLC is more what makes the game. That's when they actually knew what they were doing and were able to expand upon their already established skills. They're good at 3 things: castles, guys in armor, and something else. I don't know, like little gimmicks that don't overstay their welcome. That's the third thing they were good at. They knew when to stop doing something. Is it better than Dark Souls 1? Well, hard to say, really. For me, it's kind of like a Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 situation. Like, one has better gameplay, but another is overall a better experience. I'd say 2 has better gameplay, at least in terms of build variety, and the areas you can go to. But overall, 1 is a better experience. If that makes any sort of sense. I hope it does. But as the first Dark Souls game I ever played, I am incredibly biased toward it. It's one of those games where I want to look at the development notes. Or a lot of the cut content stuff. To see what some of the original versions were. Original ideas were and how they got morphed over time. Because as I've brought up several times before, the original director left halfway through. Or maybe he was fired, I can't remember. The reason was never stated. They had to bring in Tanamura to essentially piece together an unfinished puzzle. And then make several new pieces to try to make it all fit together. It's also one of those games where I think it deserves like a remake, or reimagining. Kind of like what they did, again, drawing comparisons to Half-Life for some reason. Kind of like a Half-Life and Black Mesa. You ever played either of those? Where Black Mesa is a reimagining of the first Half-Life game. And not just a prettier graphics update. Yeah, there's two directors you can see in the credits. Shibuya left halfway through development, something like that. I may be wrong. But I want to look at all the content. All the ideas that never were realized. All the things that could have been expanded upon. Audio's Keep is still really disappointing to me. Like, I wanted a Resident Evil style mansion in Dark Souls. You know that has potential. Now I suppose I have to consider what I'm going to do next. It's not Dark Souls 3. I don't have that one, and I refuse to pay $60 for a game. Yeah, maybe I'll dig up something. I'll think of something. I suppose in other news, my birthday's coming up, July 6th. Gonna plan I wouldn't really call it an event, more like a gold checklist type thing. For the week prior, which is actually next week. Just some small goals to try to hit or aim for. Actually, I do kind of want to see if I can get Twitch affiliate at least close to my birthday. Now, why might I do that, you ask? Well, you know, some kids have their birthday fall on Christmas or around it. And they only get like one group of presents for like birthday and Christmas. I basically want the same thing. I just want to roll two things together into one. Where's the ways of just managing stuff? I don't like a bunch of spread out events. Like the only two notable things in the year are my birthday, which is in the middle of the year, and Christmas at the end. I guess New Year's because it's like at the beginning, but who cares about New Year's? But I got like the perfect setup. Almost a perfect setup with like 6 or so month intervals. It's genius, I tell you. Damn, these crowds take a while. Or at the end. I suppose it makes sense since we're got 2 sets of credits. Hmm? What, no thank you for playing? 0 out of 10 game. F minus. Refunded.
You've been long. Well,
Yeah, you sell unlimited Titanite chunks now. Nice.
no interest.
Bearer until hope.
Yeah, and here's the option for New Game Plus. Begin Journey 2 to Drang Lake. It doesn't immediately kick you into New Game Plus. Which is very nice. Gives you a chance to go around. See, gather all the little things you missed.
Need armor?
Throne Watcher and Throne Defender sets.
Are you sure?
Of course, you have the boss weapons. Actually, I'm thinking, can I now enter that door in Shrine of Amana? You know what? I don't care. I don't ever want to go there again. Not unless I absolutely have to.
Bearer until
Okay. Final level up. Just for fun. 186. Not counting any of the souls I got. Well, that does it for Dark Souls 2. Shit, now what?